everybody, and welcome back to the Mind Catchers channel. Today in this video we're going to be talking about the new Urban Decay mini palettes, the On the Run mini palettes. In this video I'll be using the Highway Queen palette, and at the end of the video I'll let you know what I think about this palette, so stay tuned. Now we're going to start off this look with an eyeshadow primer. You need a primer, especially if you have lids that are oily, oily skin, and your eyeshadow seems to rub off or wear away during the day. You definitely need a primer. Try a primer. So we're going to tap that on. Because I chose to use the On the Run Highway Queen palette, it has more neutral shades in it. As you can see, more browns and tans and stuff like that. A few shimmer shades. I'm going to use a little bit of concealer on my lid and even out my skin tone. I want a nice blank canvas to start with. For my brow bone shade, I'm going to be using the shade Road Soda. It's right up here. I want to try my best to get some pictures of this palette so you can see what these shades look like. Just applying that in the highest point of my brow. I think my camera's close enough that you guys can see what I'm using. And to apply this eyeshadow, I'm using the Sigma E54 Medium Sweeper Brush. The next color in the palette that I'm going to be using is called Shag Van. It's right there. Alright guys, I'm going to go into the Born to Run palette, and I'm going to go into the shade Punk. This is the original palette. There's a dark brown right here, something that the mini palette does not give you. So if you're a darker skin tone, we always need that, in my opinion, my humble little opinion. I think we need something deeper for our crease area just to bring the look together. You can definitely do your looks without that deep crease, but I love a deeper crease. I think it just adds something to your look. And that's the one thing that I don't like about this particular mini palette. So you see how deep the shade Punk is? It's just going to add a little something something to that outer corner for me. It brings the look together. The shadows blend. Look at that. I'm barely doing anything. The shadows blend so beautifully. But we just need that deeper shade. We just need it. In my opinion, in every palette, they need to just give us a dark brown or a black. Give us something to work with. But it's a beautiful palette. The shades blend together and look so nice. So I pack it in the outer corner and then I just blend. Just doing big circular sweeps and blend. Don't go too crazy with it. If you're a person that, you're learning and you don't want to cover your entire lid with this shade, use little by little and build it up. All right, I'm just tapping into the shade Shag Van again. Just putting that right here in the outer area, right here in that transition area, just buffing out the edges of the dark shade Punk. Now, if you're a person lighter than me and you say, oh, I don't mind not having the deeper shade in the palette, I could just take my finger, go into one shade, kind of swipe it across. You have a one shadow look. I think that these palettes are perfect for that. But I just need it. I need a deeper shade. I have to have it. I'm going to go into the shade Rest Stop. It's very shimmery and pretty. It's right here. Very nice shade. Let me see. Do I need a little bit of a base? I hope not. I hope it just goes on pretty good. I like to put a little bit of, sometimes a little bit of a glitter glue. Works pretty good with shimmer shades. like really makes them pop on your lid, or wetting your brush. But I've had clients way in the past when I was taking clients for makeup. It was a lot of like older women that I used to work on, and they used to say, I don't want all of that shimmer. I don't want it to be too bright. And I would just put it right on top of the primer or right on top of the base instead of wetting the brush. So that gave them just enough shimmer. They said they didn't want a lot, and that's what you see here. So not a lot of shimmer, not too crazy. If you just put it right on top of a base, I guess it's just enough. But if you really want it to pop, wet your brush or use a glitter glue on your lid and it will really sing. I guess it just depends on what you're trying to do or the look that you're trying to create. See, so like I said, if you're happy with this intensity, that's fine, but you can definitely build those Urban Decay shades up. You can put a little water or some Fix Plus on your brush and it's gonna really bling. We're gonna leave it alone though. I have some swatch videos actually coming up for lip swatches. So I wanna kinda keep my lids as neutral as possible, because I notice when I do certain videos, people are commenting on the eyeshadow look instead of, you know, like what I'm showing them in the video. If the makeup is just a bit too blingy, it's kind of like, what do you have on your lid, instead of what I'm showing you in the video. You understand? So I kind of want to focus the attention on the lip shades I'm going to be swatching and not necessarily the eye makeup. But it is indeed very pretty. I think between the lid shade and the outer corner shade, the dark brown, I'm going to place, they have a shade here called Pull Over. Kind of a blingy orangey shade. I think I might put that right in between those two. Yeah, that's not bad. Right in between the two of those. I just want to see it on the lid. I know that it'll be a gorgeous shade when you add a little bit of oomph to it, a little water on the brush. It's going to be one of those very blingy shades. It's very sparkly. Okay, we're going to work that outer corner, that dark brown. And you can use any dark brown that you have if you don't have the Born to Run palette. If you have a nice, rich, pigmented brown, by all means, use that. Whatever you have that's closest to it. I'm going to be using a Rimmel London, it's called a soft pencil. It's in black. And that's what I'm putting here in the waterline, keeping things nice and simple. And we're going to apply a little bit of that dark brown here on the outer corner on the lower lash line. Just smudging a bit. And when you apply your concealer and your foundation and everything, nobody will be the wiser. No one will know any mistakes were made under here. We're going to use the IT Cosmetics mascara. This is their Superhero mascara. I really love the wand and the formula. The wand does get a little goopy after a while. I just clean it off with a makeup wipe. Kind of take a lot of that mascara off of there. And then use it on my lower lashes. Alright friends, while we're allowing the mascara to dry, because it has to dry down, if it doesn't, you're going to notice that you transferred a bit to maybe lower on the cheek or up here in the eyeshadow area. You don't want that, so let it dry completely. Then move on to your face. Because this video is not a face video, it was supposed to be an eyeshadow video, I'm going to go ahead and do my face, and I'm going to come back and talk to you about these palettes and what I think Okay, so stay tuned. All right, guys, so you saw the look. I think that the look came out beautifully. My only issue with the palette was the dark brown that is missing and the black that is missing. And I know that they were piggybacking off of the success of the Born to Run palette. This one has 21 shades in it, and it is $49. I think it's a gorgeous palette. It did very well in sales. It has all of what you need, your neutral tones, your black, your brown. I think that it worked well with lots of different skin tones. They never disappoint me on shimmer shades as well as matte. Everything blends beautifully with Urban Decay shadows, formulas, gorgeous. So I understand that they said, oh, you know, we did great with that Born to Run palette. Let's create some minis. You can go inside of here with 21 shades. You definitely can cut out a block of 6 and create new palettes. So it looks like that's what they did. However, if you have been spoiled with the Born to Run palette, I don't think that you're going to love the On the Run minis. All right, they came out with 5 of these. These retail for $25 a piece, and I have 2 of them. This one is the G-Train palette. If you follow me on Instagram, which you should be, you have already seen my swatches of the G-Train palette, but I'll put them right here in the video for you. And the palette that I use today, again, is called the Highway Queen palette, which is pretty much neutrals and oranges, like that desert look. Beautiful. So I totally get the concept and the theme of taking you through different areas. You have the train, the underground, subway type palette. You have the desert and everything, oranges, like that sunset type palette. So I totally understand where they were going with this palette, but I'm still in love with the Born to Run and that deep dark brown that I can put in that outer corner if I want to. And even if I want to transition into a nightlife type look and, you know, like that club look and very smoky and smudgy, this is all I need. So for the holiday purposes, I would definitely pick up a few of these. If you have a makeup lover in your life and you say, hey, I want to give them something nice, these are definitely great palettes to give out. Because if you're missing anything, everybody has a deep dark brown laying around or a single shadow that you love a lot. Everybody has a matte black that you love that, you know, you always keep in like a little Z palette or something like that. So you can always you know, touch up the outer corner like I did today, add in what you need or whatever. So they're workable like that, but like I'm saying, if you already own the Born to Run, you don't need the other 5, okay? Definitely don't need the other 5, okay? So that is just my thoughts on them. I think they did a great job on the palettes, but I'm loving the original $49 palette. And you guys let me know what you think. I think a lot of you guys actually bought the Born to Run because of my review on it. I'll link the review down below. It's Christmas time. Treat yourself. Get the palette. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. Everyone that I know of that purchased it because of my initial review video, they love it. They said it's kind of like a one-stop shop palette. They use it for everything. And it's true. I mean, daytime, nighttime, special occasion, it's a perfect palette. All right, so just throwing that out there, and hopefully you guys can make a great decision on what you want to purchase. I will talk to you guys in the next one. Cyber kisses. Bye.